What's good, everybody? It's your boy LG Grown. Let me get the lights right before we can talk a little bit, cause I know y'all. We gotta talk about it. You know what I'm saying? I didn't get a chance to talk about it, but it's the situation with DeMarcus Ware and Michael Parsons. As a fellow Dallas Cowboy fan, I got mixed feelings about this situation because I don't feel that his comment resonated to saying to the like, okay, you got interviewed with them and like, oh, I don't see them winning a Super Bowl. But you think Seahawks gonna win a Super Bowl? The team they got, like they squad, they're not in the midst of being a contender. They didn't even make the playoffs. So you're throwing shade at your old team because they didn't value you, or you felt that you didn't be value enough of getting paid the way you got paid with Seattle. I feel like it's a double standard. Like, don't sit here and now you bash your old team. Like, if you look at everybody that got signed to another team, you don't see them bashing their team. Of of, I mean, the situation with Darius Slay, they letting him go. He didn't necessarily bash his team. He was just saying that he don't feel that he's saying Jalen Hurts is a top 10 quarterback. He didn't say he don't see him being a top 3 and none of that. That's fine. But you sitting here trying to bash your team because they didn't pay you. You have to understand the situation you put them through. Like, you wanted to re-up on your money. Fine. You read up on your money the time that, because look, when you didn't like the contract the first time, you went to Jerry Jones and then Jerry Jones gave you the contract. Remember that. Then, now we in a situation where you're a free agent. Last year, you get hurt. You didn't even play this entire season. I could see you played a couple of games and then we could be like, okay, he still gave us good 5 sacks. He put pressure on the team. You didn't play this entire. You didn't even play really. You could talk about Mike. You could talk about Parsons all you want. He was in and out. When he got hurt and they didn't let him play. When he came back, he was playing. So you see, like, bruh, nobody's knocking you getting your bag, but don't tarnish the squad that you was on and be like, oh, I don't see them. Like, come on now. Listen, you'd be like, listen, I had an amazing year. I had an amazing career in Dallas. I hope when I'm here, I can make amazing career here. Like, come on now. Don't do that to yourself. You know you was going to get backlash for somebody, and, you know, for the way you can't, the way you stated your the way you went out like that. Like, come on now. That's coward. Now, if you would have sugarcoated, if you would have said it a different way and be like, I appreciate the organization. We couldn't come to agreement, so I had to move on. I wish nothing but the best for them. You went from, oh, I don't see them going to a Super Bowl. Like, you just threw them under the bus. So they could have been like, well, you ain't played nothing all last year. You didn't do nothing. You ain't have a big sack career. You know, like, they could have threw you under the bus. Like, come on now. I feel like Michael Parsons did a good job by defending his team. And it's just, it was like a little bit cowardly for me. But we're going to move on that, you know. But so far this all season with Dallas, you know, we complained about last year about, I've seen a lot of bloggers complain about, oh, they just getting these little picks and all that. Now, listen, it's damn you do, damn you don't. You can't complain and say, yo, they need to do something on free agency. And now they do something on free agency. Now you're not approving the free agency moves they make. Like, you got to make it make sense, y'all. Rico Dowdle leaving Dallas. Listen, I wish nothing but the best for him at Carolina. But he could not expect that we was going to pay him big money here. You know what I'm saying? Listen, he was an undrafted free agent. We had him. He did a great job last year, but it wasn't to the point of like, I'm glad that Dallas stand 10 toes of not overpaying a player that just had one break-off season. See, when they pay Zeke Elliott, he didn't just have one break-off season. He had more than one season breaking off. So he deserved to get his money. It's just like with Dak. As much as y'all want to bash Dak, Dak deserved the money he got. It's not based on one season. It's based on every other season. Rico Dowdle has been injured. He's been dealing with stuff. And then this season, he actually wasn't hurt the entire season. That's why he didn't get a lot of money at Carolina. Like, you have to stand on 10 toes. Listen, if I'm going to pay you, I want to pay you for your overall, what you've been doing for the last 3 years. So I respect Dallas for not trying to pay him as much as they probably wanted him. But you want too much. So that's why we signed to Miles Sanders. We signed to Javonte Williams. I appreciate the pieces that they're getting for need position. So it's looking like so far, I think we still going to draft a running back. I think we're going to draft a receiver the first round. And we're going to get an offensive line and maybe some other pieces for defense. That's what I see. I see they focus mainly on defense on this offseason, which I appreciate. But they still need more. You still need another corner. You still need, I feel, another linebacker. And maybe, I think you're good with the DNs. You're good with the DNs. But, like, this is what I'm talking about. Keep at it. Now, there might be a surprise that we don't see coming. We don't know. But for me, I approve what they've been doing. Congratulations, Dallas. Keep it up. Keep it up. Now, let's see what direction you're going to go. Let's see for the 30-30 visits of the players you're looking at that you possibly think you're going to sign. And then I can give a recap to y'all what's going on. All right? But until then, it's your boy LGE Grown. Thank you. Subscribe to the channel. Lick that subscription. We on and popping, y'all.